No, you don't need the.
I'm doing this my way. He a legend, he a legend, he a legend. He a legend, he a legend, he a legend. He a legend. Welcome to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league of idols. Welcome to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league of idols.
Welcome back to Summoner's Rift! And on day 3 of Worlds, LGD avoids going 0-3. No surprise here as they beat V3. Rainbow 7 and the Unicorns of Love face off in Game 2. The Unicorns of Love are 2-0. But Jose Dodo has other ideas for a gadget. Executing him in the backline. Santa's Claus is going to hell after dying in a failed dive. And R7 shows anybody can beat anybody because this game makes no sense. At the 20-minute mark, V3 and PSG face off for the dragon. This would be PSG's third dragon of the game. Senna misses her ultimate, but Silas returns the favor. Ornn gets the engage onto Leona, but they back off. Reyna is low and Kindred is looking for a flank. They make their move. Renekton gets taken out first as Uniboy locks down the kill. Kindred has a perfect ultimate, managing to save 3 of her teammates. And we get an ace for PSG, with all 5 members surviving, and they take the dragon. The most important game of the day was the final one. Unicorns of Love could face a play-in game if they take down LGD, and LGD looks like they don't want to win. Mark was marked for death, and Long Shi decides to die for free. Gadget is the Rat Man. And Unicorns of Love pick up a shockingly easy victory, forcing 2 play-in games. In the first play-in game, the Unicorns of Love take on PSG. At the 32-minute mark, Unicorns of Love and PSG get ready for a dragon fight after the Unicorns threw away a 5k gold lead. Kaiwing flew into the back line, and it was a wombo combo that secured victory for PSG. PSG Talon, with the best comeback of the tournament thus far, secures their entry into the group stage of Worlds. After multiple bad games, I guess elimination was the only thing that could convince LGD to play a great jungle champion like Graves. If only somebody had been talking about Graves incessantly for the past 6 months, it would have made this a whole lot less stressful for LGD. But with this victory, LGD secures their entry into the knockout stage of the play-in round. GG, LGD! Hey, what's up everybody? It's Pikel with League of Items. This is going to be a quick video because of NFL. The NFL's kicking off in about 5 minutes, but I wanted to finish the recording so I could upload it while I'm watching football. So obviously, first game, LGD won. No surprises there. Rainbow 7 beat Unicorns of Love, which was pretty surprising. But going into this group, I said that I thought there were a lot of good junglers, so the games could kind of go either way, and we've seen that so far. A lot of close games. Jose Diodo, I think is how you say his name, played well on Evelyn, which is a carry champion. So when you have carry junglers, you get a lot of these upsets. PSG Talon against V3. PSG Talon took care of business. Unicorns of Love against LGD. LGD looked bad once again, and I think a lot of it has to do with how they are approaching dragons and draft. So they lost this game, And I guess the thing is, like, when you put a Chinese team in a position where they have the chance to contest an objective, like Dragon, like the third or fourth Dragon, even though they might be losing in the game, they're going to think to themselves, like, this is an important objective. We can outplay anybody. Let's just go for it. Whether or not that's the right way to look at it, that's the only way you can explain some of the decisions that are being made. In the knockout or elimination game, PSG Talent had a huge comeback against Unicorns of Love. That's going to be a tilter for Unicorns of Love. I think that Unicorns will probably do okay in the knockout stage. They'll at least be competitive, but a lot of it comes down to their pick bans in terms of, like, they can catch people off guard. But those kinds of teams, like Unicorns of Love, reminds me of Gamer Legion because they rely on it maybe a little too much, and it gets you into bad drafts occasionally. And if you get a couple bad drafts or have a misread on what the other team plans on doing going into a series, you'll find yourself down 1-0 really fast. So be careful for that. LGD, I mean, once I knew they had to play that last game, I was just like, okay, they're going to win. Doesn't really matter. The whole thing with LGD is in a best of 5 or a best of 3, I forget which one it's going to be for the next part of this. It's going to be better for LGD no matter who they play against. So the first match that they have, I'm just going to keep playing LGD. At this point, I'm like pot committed, so that's just how I approach these kinds of things. I understand if you don't feel comfortable with that play, but they're probably going to beat the best team from Group A. That's probably just what's going to happen. But let's go to tomorrow's game. So Supermassive against Team Liquid. I think that Supermassive is definitely alive. Like I've said, I think that Supermassive has some good players. I'm really surprised by how well Armut has been playing. I didn't know anything about him, but think about like players like Closer and Broken Blade. Turkey has some good players, like domestic players, and then they also had Cacao and Snowflower who've been playing well. So they definitely have a chance of beating Team Liquid. I don't know what the jungle matchup's going to be like. I prefer Cacao over Broxa. I think that Cacao can just pick Nidalee again, so it's going to put some stress on the pick ban phase. It's not a guaranteed victory, but it does make it a lot more interesting. So I think if I was going to bet this game, I would definitely be on Supermassive. In terms of DraftKings, I'm not sure this is going to be the highest scoring game because with Team Liquid's basic playstyle of playing the slow game and Supermassive's ability to play something like Nidalee, those conditions are going to make it either a big Supermassive win or it's going to be one of the extremes. Supermassive is more likely to get probably 12 to 14 kills in this game against Team Liquid as opposed to 20, which we want for the upside. So Mad Lions against Legacy. Mad Lions, everybody's going to be playing Mad Lions. I have no issue with that. INTZ against Team Liquid. Everybody's going to be on Team Liquid. I don't have a problem with that. Legacy against Supermassive. Everybody's going to be on Supermassive. I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is DraftKings making these horrible slates, these horrible 2-game slates. It's really annoying, and it's just not even worth playing. Because you have like one decision to make, and then you're all of your other stuff is kind of forced. Like you can try to get different with game stacks or 4-2-1s, but on a 2-game slate, are you really that desperate to play League of Legends DraftKings? Like we're gonna have so many good tournaments moving forward once the knockout stuff. Like after this slate, I think a lot of the slates are going to be a lot of fun, but this is just brutal, in my opinion. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I need to go watch some football, but I will talk to you later.